Primate is a 2025 American horror film directed by Johannes and stars Johnny Sequoyah, Jessica Alexander, and Troy Kotsur. The plot follows chaos ensuing in a family home when their pet chimp contracts the rabies virus. 2026 has been a pretty slow year for me so far with the new movies. I've only seen The Bone Temple, which was really good, and now I've seen this, which was really bad. So the dichotomy of 2026 for me is all over the place. And I know, it's January and all that. I think this time last year I actually saw Night Swim, and I will say right now this movie also has a swimming pool. And there are only two good things I can say about this movie. One, it's better than Night Swim. Two, it does have some pretty solid gore, which took me a little bit by surprise, I guess you could say. So the first thing I noticed in this film was just how generic the characters and dialogue were. It almost made me mad, but then I remembered it's only 89 minutes. I can weather the storm. The opening scene was actually pretty cool, despite the lame, generic character and stupid dialogue. The only part of the movie I thought was remotely clever, actually, was this opening. It's a scene where a veterinarian goes inside an enclosure to give an injection to a chimp, and it does not go well for him. The chimp ends up peeling off the doctor's face, and it looks CGI, but I could be wrong. But either way, not a complaint, because it does look cool. So you only see a part of the chimp's face here too. Most of it's in low light or obscured by shadows or whatever, and it also looked CGI to me. But I could be wrong again, and it looks good, so that's not me criticizing anything. I thought I saw CGI in this scene, which was, and maybe they did use a little, because this is not a CGI heavy movie. Another thing that surprised me. I did watch the trailer back when it came out last year, but for some reason, man, I don't remember it, and I thought the chimp would be entirely CGI. I guess that's how little I actually knew about this movie, but totally practical chimp. Didn't see that coming. He's actually an actor in a suit with an animatronic head, done the old school way, and I can appreciate that. Then we jump to 36 hours earlier in the story. So yeah, pretty cool way to start things off, I gotta say, but it's pretty much fumble after fumble from here out, for the most part. You then meet our main characters. I don't know, I think there's 3 girls, maybe 4, and a dude for some reason. Very, very early 2000s American horror, like Lionsgate vibes. Not a one personality among all these characters, and I'm not even exaggerating. Lucy is, I guess she's our lead. She's she's at home on break from college, and her dad is like some rich author. He's got a chimp named Ben, who was taught to communicate on like an iPad thing that his late wife had designed. And so you do spend a good few minutes in a scene that is, establishes Ben as, part of the family. I mean, everyone loves him. He wears a t-shirt, for fuck's sake. And man, dude, I hate these kinds of movies. I hate them. I get it, nobody asked me to go see this. I went by choice. But the whole, the animals gone crazy type movies, the whole genre or whatever, has always rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, it's one thing when it's something like Grizzly or Alligator or Grizzly 2 or Alligator 2. But when it's like a family pet or whatever, just fuck off. Nobody wants that. Just write something else that people actually like and want to go see. Anyways, back to the movie that I voluntarily went to go see. So Ben the chimp contracts rabies, which is something you knew would happen from the start. And I'll admit that I was wondering how this would play out. And it pretty much plays out exactly how you would expect. No surprises here, although I really didn't expect it to be as violent as it is, so that was cool. Things do go pretty hard, man, and I definitely call this movie a slasher. The kills are pretty much like things that Art the Clown would do if he was a chimp. But I mean, the kills are all this movie has to offer. Bad acting. It looks like shit. The score is painfully generic, so it also sounds like shit. I'm giving Primate 2 out of 4 stars. And the only reason I'm even going that high is because of the practical gore effects and the effort made to bring Ben to life without using CGI. Credit where credit is due. But the story is generic. Everything else is totally soulless. And it's like, who the fuck were they making this for? You know, like, if generic soulless horror is your thing, yeah, I guess I'd suggest this to you. You know, even for us gorehounds, I wouldn't recommend this because it's just kind of a waste of time. It's not a good movie. I don't think anyone will remember this a month from now, but hey, I do hope you prove me wrong. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you at the multiplex. Subscribe right now, please.